Hello guys, welcome back to Patton's War, and today we will take a look at the Early Saxon Unarmoured Warriors. In the previous video we take a look at the armored version, sort of, noblemen for the Saxons and stuff like that. And now we will take it in the Unarmored Warriors, the poor, generic infantrymen of the Saxons. Of course, I'm saying Saxons, but Saxon is sort of umbrella term for the migration period Northern German, so these are also usable not just for Saxons, but for the Anglos, Danes, all North Germanic tribes, and not just even, basically true Germanics, but also for, Baltic people, and can be used as sort of proto-Vikings. So, in the previous video, we take a look at the armored version. This is another version. Originally, it was released something like a month before the armored version, but that probably doesn't really matter, does it? So, on the first side, again, we have 6 guys on the sprue, so we will have 6 sprues and 36 miniatures. So if you buy both armored and unarmored version, you have basically everything you need for your, average large skirmish set, like Lion Rampart or Saga, which is sort of great. Of course, you can just go and buy, 2 of the unarmored sprues or vice versa. Nobody is stopping you. Like with the armored guys, we have 3 types of shields. Classic large rounds with the flat finish, with domed finish, and a couple of these small, like proto-buckler shields from the Dark Ages, which were used by the Saxons in the early times in the migration period before, the shield wall became the thing, and then also the need for large shield became the thing. Again, we have on the first side enough of spears for everybody. That's sort of great. There is also lots of javelins, as you can see. It's hands carrying spare javelins, which is sort of nice touch. So you can make them as classic warriors or some sort of skirmishing levies, stuff like that. A couple of them have sacks. On the first side, you can see that everybody is just in tunic. And there are a couple of fur coats, or fur cloaks. 2 of them. That's pretty large number, to be honest, but after all, why not? So let's take a look at the helmets. As we can see, it's sort of, again, mix of everything. Of the, as this set is usable for something, or it's intended from 4th to 7th century. You have, large variety of helmets from these eras. You can see some sort of proto-Vikings here, some sort of, late Romans, design variations. And lots of, bare helmet heads. Or with caps, which is sort of, fitting that this is the unarmored guys, so sort of levies or poor warriors. But again, after all, if warrior had something, it was always his helmet, shield, and spear. So, but the bare head without helmet gives them avail more like the levies infantry for the wargaming purposes and stuff like that. Oh, we have here even have some guy with pretty long hair. Pretty stylish. And we have spears, we have javelins, as I told you earlier. We have a couple of, arms with swords. We have a couple of axes. Why not? There is even one hand which looks like, throwing spear. That's spear, more like throwing javelin. That's pretty cool. And I think the Victrix said that all the bits from the unarmored guys should be, sort of compatible with the armored guys, so you can, swap the heads and stuff like that. So if you want, you can take the heavy armored guy and give him this, bare heads. If you want, you can do that. Or vice versa, if you want more variations for the helmets for these, poor guys, you can, take the heads from the armored sprue and put them here. Here on the helmets, here on the sort of label, we have these two renders which show us the guys. Here we have one, the skirmisher with javelins, and two, classic warriors, one with axe, one with spear, both with the bear fur coats. And yeah, there is it. And I think this is the first set from Victrix, which, as you can see here, has the bits for, a guy using his spear by both hands. It maybe doesn't really sound like a big deal, but it sort of is for me, because I think it's super cool. Have these guys who has this spear and using it with the both hands, because it's way how the spear was also used, not just with the combo with the shield. And sadly, there is basically, in my opinion, as far as I know, there is basically no plastic kit which has, these hands with guy holding a spear with the both hands. As I'm aware, there is just this type of spear holding is just on, couple of metal or resin miniatures. For example, on V&V miniatures, they have in the two Viking sets, guys like that. I even one of the boxes I reviewed on my channel, so you can check them if you want some, variation for your kits. And I think it's here in the leaflet how to build them. And so basically anybody can be built with spear, axe, or throwing or holding javelins. And of course, couple of heads can be used with swords in hands. So again, it's pretty nice kit. As I told in the previous video with the armored version, it's super universal, because you can use them, for the Germanic tribes during the migration period, for the fall of Rome. You can use them for the, the real Anglo-Saxons invading the Britain. But then you can, take the bodies and, mix them with the late Saxons. So for Anglo-Saxons defending in the Viking invasion, you can, even these unarmored guys, you can 100%, show them for the levies. You can use them for the pagan people in the Baltics. You can use them for foederati for Romans. You can mix them with the, the true Viking set. You can mix them with the Rus set. There is also almost endless options. And you can basically use these guys from the 4th century, basically to the 12th century, to the Baltic Crusades against the pagans. Great set. Of course, if you want to use that for this, huge period of 800 years, you sort of need to, think about the heads, about the, shield iconography and some details, but it's for 100% it's doable. If you do them generic, you can basically really use them from the late antiquity to the, for the post-Crusades, and that's really great. And again, as I said, in the armored, and I'm not sure if I said it in this video already, you can, take them and, mix them with your forces for the Vikings, Anglo-Saxons, or even, with some sort of levies for the Byzantines, or even for the Rus, basically. Basically for everybody who is not really, Western European type of army. And that's super great, in my opinion. So that was the Early Saxon Unarmoured Warriors. I think I said everything I want. Again, it's a great kit. On the first side, the unarmored guys don't even have the we could say, classic Victrix, heroic positions where, all hands are on different, in different positions. Everybody is, hacking, slashing, throwing something. But this looks sort of, I don't want to say boring, but not super action pose. So they are, in my opinion, not just usable for large skirmishes like Rampart or Saga, but you can really, take these guys and build some sort of shield wars for rank and files games, which is super great. Like the armored guys, these are super universal as force on the or on, you can, just bring them to your another forces. And I think I'm sort of starting to talk in circles, so I will just, wrap it up and say that it's a great kit and I could really recommend it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget you can, push the like button. It's for free, which is great. It helps the video and the channel. And if you, want to see more of my unboxings or other wargaming or tabletop stuff, don't forget you can, subscribe, and then you're sure you don't miss the next video. Hopefully I will see you there. Bye guys!